All right. Look at that sweet, sweet thing. Another update, 5th of July, 2020. It's been a while. I've officially owned this car for 1 month and 1 day. The black one is gone. Put together and gone. I did that in about, I think 10 days assembly, 10, 11 days assembly, and then another 4 days before it was sold. 3 or 4 days. So, and going at this one, there's a few issues that have creeped up that I wasn't expecting. Namely, like with brakes and stuff. I knew this rotor was shot right from the get-go, but the caliper is seized in here. I can't get that off, so I'm probably going to be ordering a caliper or something. I haven't taken it out of there yet. I was just letting it soak, so I didn't wreck anything with the nutcracker, whatever you want to. I generally just use ATF, but whatever you use. And yeah, I broke this. I broke the bleeder. You can kind of see there, it's broken off. Even though I did put a full hex socket thing on it, and it just was seized. And it was stuff. But I have very little left to do. I've got a mount. I got the front mount, the rear mount, the exhaust mounts. I do need to change this ball joint. So all the boots all tore up. It doesn't seem too bad, but that's not good to have. Any moisture gets in there, it'll last like 2 days. So I got these are from my Mark 1 project. So and they're like pretty much brand new. They look rusty, but they're pretty much brand new. So I got to switch that one over there. All the other 3 looked okay. Yeah, again with the brakes. These ones are weird because the front, you can see they've barely worn on the right side of the car. And then if you come around to the left side of the car, you can see there isn't really much left there, right? So I don't know. They didn't reset the calipers. They didn't bleed it properly. There is an issue with the ABS, which maybe if I get it done, set there, it might clear itself up because I don't know. That is another issue that I got to deal with. You can see here I've got the rear rotor. There's the old one. There's the crack. There's the crack. Wait, get out of the light here. You can see there. It's cracked. No good. Not safe. So, got a nice set of C-Tech, Centric, whichever you want to call them. They're semi-coated. They look pretty good. They're not slotted and stuff, but I prefer this. I don't need that. Got my tines out, or one of them out on that side there. These are an interesting setup. Apparently these were supposed to be a Japan only thing. They're I don't know what the equivalent is today. Oops. But they're the teen tine. Frickin' glare. As you can see there. Sport type. Driving Master Sport Spec Type A. So anybody has any info on these, it's pretty scant. Can't really figure anything out. I know there's an equivalent that they build. One thing I noticed about these that really sucks is this is left open and there was a lot of moisture down in here and getting stuck in here. So I found a solution. What I'm going to do is I took, where did I put the other one down? Oh, right here. I took these are like wire harness grommets for the firewall. I had these from an old Tercel that I had cut to get off the wiring harness and stuff because I needed parts of the harness for another car. Well, that one out there. But what I did is I took this one and I shoved it in there, and you have to cut a little bit off, but something like that. I just cut a little bit at a time and make a couple of cuts there. And I managed to get it to fit there, so now it's going to go in over top. The stock ones don't work because, as you can see, the adjustable, so you can see there how that would be a problem for moisture, especially this guy. It's got the scoops that come, and it's pretty much just channeling moisture right there. So you don't really want that. Like, that's adjustable. Eventually I'll have the motors control the EDFS system on here, but because of that, you can't have the stock ones on. What I was going to do was just take a stepper drill and drill it out so that was a nice snug fit, because it's a rubber cap there, and if I would made it snug, it would at least protect, maybe not perfect, but close enough. But yeah, so what I ended up doing is this, and I was going to put it in facing downward, but then the thing was kind of funny, and I couldn't get this to come around up, and now maybe I just need to trim it, so, because I only trimmed the outside, I left the inside here. Maybe I need to tape it, or I don't know. But I figured that'll work pretty good. I'll adjust it a little bit when I get it in there and stuff, so if anybody has that. And I did check with the on the underside here, there is a little bit of like rubber seal there, but it does not interfere with the top. If anything, it helps out because it goes right in here. You can see how it's not quite flush anyway. So it goes in here and seals that too. And I'm sure as long as you torque these, it squishes the rubber, whoopity-doo. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. Keep some of the elements out, make everything last a little bit longer without having to get in there, replace or maintain. These have too much spring in them as well. Like, not too much, but more than I want. These are like, there's so many ratings for springs, but these are like 80, which I'm assuming means 8 kilograms per Newton meter joule thing, whatever. And I'd like to have, and there's it's 4s on the front. And so I'd really like to have like something a little softer, like a 3.5 on the front, and maybe like a 6.5 on the back. I think that's maybe even like a little lower, 6.2. I don't know. We'll see. Like with the adjustability here, like on the dampers, like I don't really need hard springs. These ride hard, and they're known for riding hard. But I think it's just the springs in them are too heavy, so we'll see what I can do. I guess the other thing is these windows there was no sealant in these. I had to take these all completely out and everything. Well, the whole car was disassembled, like literally everything, other than I haven't done the pans underneath and like all those. I haven't checked out any of that, and I haven't really taken apart much until I just started getting here on the front end. I did replace the clutch slave. That's a brand new unit in there. Sucked all the fluid out of the brake. I'm gonna have to bleed the brakes. I did kind of wipe this out and spray and stuff, but I didn't actually get into cleaning. I did find I had from my other one, I forgot I took it out, the actual bar that goes across here and mounts there and there. And then I do have the cowling that goes over. Got this, I'm leaving it out so that I can bleed the coolant. I got this guy here and this guy here ready to go for when that's time. I think I'm going to take my shop vac, my wet vac, and actually just hook it up to the coolant line here and just suck everything out. So that's the actual flow. Your cold comes from, because that would be reverse flow. This is where